But like I said, when when your childhood is aligned and when the people that you think that support you and love you, they sit there and talk about you like a dog, or they say it just could be one thing. They could say, "Oh, your hair is ugly," or "Your hair is short," or "Your hair is little." Like they could say anything that will piss you off the most. That's crazy. That goes on just waiting right there. But I was trying to get it goes on earlier and I couldn't get it. But anywho, like it would just it would just piss you off to the fact of like I would say it would piss you off to the fact of like if somebody say, "Hey, you got little hair," or "You got your arms are big," or "Your face is big." It's always from the insults, and then people be like, "Well, my mother treated me like crap." That don't mean you can treat me like crap. Just because you got a bad experience, don't mean that you need to treat your child the same way. And that's what a lot of parents don't understand is they feel like because I treated you, I got to be treated bad, so I mean that you need to get treated bad. No, just because you got treated bad, don't mean that I need to get treated bad. You should learn. You should know. You should be like, let me change this because you know how my mother treat me. I ain't gonna treat my children like that. And that's what I'm doing. That's called general breaking curses. And that's what I'm doing. Is I'm literally breaking the curse. I don't want to be. I don't want to treat my daughter the way my mom treated me. I don't. And I'm trying my every day to just overcome all of that. To like be like, okay, this is how I'm treating my daughter. So it be stuff she be telling me, and I still don't be listening because I'm doing it the way my way, my way. I'm not doing it your way because you what all the stuff that she did. Like my daughter, 14 now. No, she not 14. My bad. She 15. She 15 now. She'll be 16 next month. So, like I said, it's things that my mom like I said what I went through. All of that. I ain't never put my daughter in no tub. I ain't never choked her. I ain't never did none of that. I ain't never she wanna go somewhere, I ain't never abused her. I never tell her nothing. I ain't never said no, don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. She ain't never asked to go nowhere, so I ain't even tell her nothing like that. But I ain't never just did stuff that my mama do. Like she put my feelings on me. Like I couldn't even really be a kid. I had to watch them. She would run the street 24/7. She would literally tell us, "Oh, I'm gonna go chase a man with a dog." That's all she'll say. I'll go chase a man with a dog. I'll go chase a man with a dog. I'm gonna chase a man with a dog. I'm gonna chase a man with a dog. I'm gonna chase a man with a dog. Then she coming in from work. And then she coming in from work. And then she literally coming from work. And she would get dressed, get a bath, get dressed, and be gone the whole day. Like you just did an 8 hour shift. And sometimes you will do a double and then you will come in, get dressed, and you gone. You run the street and leave us there with my grandma all day. Sometimes for like 3, 4 days, and then she'll come back, and then she'll say, "Oh, I need to go spend time with my kids." And then we calling you, and we calling you, and we calling you, and we calling you. Then you promise us stuff. Then you say, "I'm gonna be back. I'm finna take y'all to the park when I get back. I'm gonna take y'all out. I'm gonna take y'all to get ice cream when I get back. I'm gonna take y'all do this when I get back. I'm gonna take y'all do that when I get back. When I get back, I'll do this, da, da, da." This lady do not answer the phone. She'll say, "I'll be back at 4 o'clock. I'll be back at 5 o'clock. I'll be back at 6 o'clock. We just gonna go. I'm just gonna go out with my friend. We'll be going out for a couple hours, and then I'm coming back to take care of y'all." Then she'll run the street. Then we'll be home with my grandma. One time we were home with my grandma for 3 days. 3 days. And then she came back, and then she was like, "I had to go to work." That was always an excuse. I go to work. 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 It was never spending time with us. She never spent time with us. If she did spend time with us, she had to. Like it was a reason she had to. It was a reason. She never wanted to take us nowhere. She never wanted to do nothing with us. She always was saying, I broke. I don't have no money. I don't got no money. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no. And I don't want to be like that. Even though I feel like that right now. But I'm finna overcome that. But it's just like, she don't want to do the littlest things. Like, she never want to take us to the park. She'll take us to the park. She'll want to stay for a couple minutes. Like, soon as she take us somewhere, she be want to go, like, soon. Like, soon as you get there, she be like, I'm going to sit in the car. Or I'm going to do this. Or I'm going to sit right here. Y'all just go do that. At the fair, you know how people, they want their moms to ride with them? No. She'll literally be sitting on the side, sitting over there, or sitting in the car. Then one time, she had got her hair braided. And she sit in the car, and she gonna tell us to go in there and get something to eat. And she unbraided her hair. That was crazy to me. Like, it was just the littlest things to me. And then it's like, when you ask for something, she want to blow, she want to roll her eyes, she want to get mad, she want to get frustrated. And I'm like, I don't got time for all that. Like it's just the little things. I cut myself. I could tell you. Cut right here. But yeah, it's just the little things. I promise you, if I stay here next year, I'm getting a house. But yeah, it's just the littlest things that matters. Because, like, I cannot tolerate talking to somebody and they always rolling their eyes. And then you ask them why they roll their eyes and they tell you, it's not you, I'm just tired. So you gotta roll. So literally, would y'all come to a mom or y'all come to anybody that you think is gonna support you? I'm just gonna say mom. Would you come to your mom if she always rolling her eyes, always getting mad, always being frustrated? Like, would you come to her if she always like, would you? Like, you don't have no thoughts of talking to me. Then you want to talk to me when it's benefited for you. You will talk your ears off. If it's benefiting for you, you'll talk your ears off. If you talk about exes or you talk about somebody in life or gospel, man, you gonna talk to me all day. But if it's coming to us relationship, what we got going on, it's dead silence. It's silence. I say, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I say, I want to open up a business. She like, silence. Then I want to say, oh, I want to do this, or I want to do that, or I'm doing this, or Brianna go do this, or Brianna go do that. Then, like I said, y'all, I was having an issue of finding a job down here. I finally found one. I got the job. Now I'm getting offered more jobs. So now she gonna say, oh, so who gonna watch your kid? Oh, wait, who gonna take the job? How you gonna do this? Like, okay, so you wanted me to just not work. How is that gonna, like, that's crazy. Damn. Hold on, y'all. I gotta keep track of the time. Okay. So she like, yeah. So she like, so how are you gonna do that? And where Brianna gonna be when you working? Don't worry about where my daughter's at. That's my daughter. So I'm like, okay, I got a job. Then she gonna say, well, I'm glad it working out for you. What that mean? Like, you literally sour mouth because you wanted it not to work. That's the thing is, like, you sour mouthing me. Like, you literally sour mouth at me for saying that. She literally was like, well, the way I promise you, y'all, the way she sound, as I take sounds really literally. Like, however somebody sound, that's how I really feel about you. She literally was like, I'm glad it's working out for you. No introduce, no, oh, happy. I'm happy it working out for you. I'm glad. I'm proud. Nothing. I'm glad it's working out for you. Okay, what do that mean? That means that you jealous. Like, at this point, there's jealousy. So now she probably going back talking about me. Like, okay, you literally put my downfall, talk about how my kid gonna get back and forth to school, how is I'm gonna get back and forth, how if I don't have a car, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'll be back. Oh, what she said, oh, you ain't gonna be able to pay your rent. You gonna be homeless. You gonna be this. You gonna be that. How you talk about me like that? Come on. So long story short. So I'm saying that sometimes when you put that projector on your kid of how you feel, how you feel about yourself, you putting that on your kid. You doubting your own self, so you doubting your kid. So you saying, oh, since I couldn't do it, she ain't gonna be able to do it. If I couldn't do it, she ain't gonna do it. And she only got one kid, but you know she can't do it because she begging me. She asking me. She over here barring me. I got bills and I got stuff going on and she still barring me. You never know how somebody's really projecting you or talking about you. So every day she would call me and be like, hey, you talk to your sister? Hey, you talk to your brother? No, why? 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 Like, really, why? Because you projecting yourself off on me. You telling them stuff about me that ain't even true. And then, how you gonna tell somebody about something? And that's why I'm just quiet. I'm silent. I'm silent with mine. Hold on, y'all. I gotta still keep checking this time. But, yo, I'm silent. So, it is what it is. They could think how they want to think about me. They could feel how they want to feel. But if it ain't come out my mouth, it's not true. So who cares? But that's what I said. Parents will project that too. They will project everything about you. They will project you from them. They however they feel about themselves, they want to project it on their kid. They want to make their kid be them. Like, okay, because you moved to Denver and you did this with us and you moved so many miles per hour and you had an apartment up there and you could, I don't know exactly what happened, and you, I guess, didn't want to pay the rent or couldn't pay the rent or couldn't afford it or couldn't do this or couldn't do that, but then you moved back to Mobile. That was your suggestion. How you gonna tell me what I can't do? You don't know my capabilities. You don't know what I got going on. You don't know what I got stirring in the pot. So don't put that on somebody else, because yeah, I'm going through it right now, but that don't mean I'm gonna be going through it the whole entire time. Just because I'm trying to get a start, I'm trying to start. So it's anywhere you want to go and you trying to start something and you trying to make it happen, it's gonna be hard. Like, it's gonna be hard. I don't see that God gonna give up on me right now that I'm going through this storm. I know that God have my back through it all, and I know He do. So I'm not giving up on myself, and I'm not giving up on what God told me to do. So that's one thing about it. People be giving up so fast. If I would have gave up, I would have gave up already, because I was, like I said, I was trying to find a job for like 2 months almost being here. I could not find a job. But you know what? I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I kept going. I kept trying. I kept applying. I kept applying. I kept applying. I kept calling. I was going to keep calling. Until I got that offer, I was going to keep calling and keep calling. Until I couldn't call no more. And stuff started opening for me. I started praying. And then a week later, After I started praying to God a week later, I started getting emails. Want to have an interview with you. I want to have an interview with you. Is you available tomorrow? Is you available Wednesday? It was stuff like that coming up. And so, since it's getting close to August, a lot of stuff is starting to open. So, the thing was, and a lot of people, and it's just not me. So, I knew. So, I put it like this: if I felt like that, if it wasn't for people here when I was taking the Uber, and when I was taking the Uber, and now when I was taking the Goes On, and when I was taking when I'm moving through the stuff, and I would ask certain people, I'd be like, hey, was it hard for you? Da, 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 da. And then I had some friends down here, I would ask them, and everybody told me the same thing. So I knew exactly, like, dang, if everybody's saying it, I know. But if they always say, if everybody say the same thing, it's true. So everybody was going through the same experience that I was going through. So I knew for a fact, I was like, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Because it was a friend that I met down here, and he told me he came from Mississippi. And he said he came from Mississippi with him and his 2 children. And he was like, he came to Mississippi. He didn't have nothing. My bad, y'all. He didn't have nothing. He said that he came with hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. He said he started from the bottom. He came with hopes and dreams. Even though he said it get hard sometimes, but he's still making it. He got a job, he got a car, he got an apartment. So he said he's still making it, but it's a struggle, but he's still doing it. He said he came with hope and dreams. And when I say that motivated me so bad, because I was just like, dang, man, he literally sat on my porch right here, and he literally told me, I came with hope and dreams, Chris. I have a lot under my plate. I haven't even told you all of it, but he was like, I came with hope and dreams. Stuff started falling apart. Stuff started coming apart. And he says he said, you're going to go through a lot. He said, I had to prove myself. And that's how I feel here. You got to prove yourself to get to know. And then people here, like, if you just talk, like, I learned that. I used to be shy, a whole lot of shy, and not talk to nobody. But if you get out and you venture and you talk, you could literally, people will literally talk to you and vent to you and tell them your story. And you'll be like amazed how that person came to become the way they are. Like, you'll be like, dang. They'll tell you that they wasn't successful when they first came here, and it took them a minute. And I just feel something in my spirit. I just know God got me here for a reason. And God did not lead me to something that he gonna take away. And I just feel like I just gotta get over this hump. And then September is gonna be my month. I feel like God he got me locked into September. And I was saying right now, it's hard because I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. I don't know how. I just be like stressing so bad. But I just hear in the back of my head, I just hear God just saying it's going to be okay. They going to work with you. You going to get it down. You going to pay it. I just hear that so bad. Like, it's the spirit. Like, when people be like, oh, God didn't tell you that. Yeah, it's a spirit. I'm telling you, when God tells you something and God putting it right there in your path, like, don't look back. Don't look back. If God's telling you, just keep going. Just keep going. Because if you look back and you go back to what you supposed to been back from, then he's not gonna bless you. So I it's just like, if I give up, take all the stuff to get out of here, tell her I'm done with my lease, I have a thing on my record, I would literally mess up myself. Then I have to start from square one. I have to build to get a car, build to get a job, build to get this, build to get that. Then I have to live with somebody for a while. I could go back and get my unemployment when I get some more bill, but I'm not doing that because that's not gonna really help me. I'm still gonna have to live with somebody. So it's just like I don't. Why would I trickle back to that? I don't want to trickle back to that. Go back to something that I really fight it to get from. And I know God have me here for a reason. I know He not leaving me because of the situation I'm going through right now. I know that. I have more faith than to worry about what I can't control. You know what I mean? So literally, I don't have no fear in my heart. I'm gonna do the best I can on my end, and I know God's gonna do the rest. I know right now I don't have no money in my account. But I'm not gonna say I don't have no money. I have money in my account. I have a little, but I need way more to pay my rent. I haven't paid my rent yet. I do feel bad, but I can't help it. I just found a job. I just got a job, and I've been telling them the thing. I did report to them. I did tell them um, in January when I got denied. I kept getting denied from the job. So at the end of January, I told them that I'm not able to to pay them. And soon after that, I'm telling y'all, telling you how God worked. Soon after I went to the rent people and told them, I came back home. I got an email, confirmation email, a job offering. And then I went to them. I went back to them and told them I'm just starting a job, but I'm not started yet, and they're gonna have to wait. She told me I expected that, Miss Mayberry. You did keep in contact with us. You did tell us that you didn't have a job. We know that. We're gonna work with you the best way we can, but you're gonna have to be catching up soon. And I know that. I know I'm gonna have to catch up real hard because I'm gonna have like 2 months. Cause I'm gonna try to give them what I can at the end of this month, and then I'm gonna see. And I know next month go hit, and I'm gonna have a fee of next month. So my check's gonna be gone for a whole month. I'm gonna have to start hitting it with my check every week, cause we supposed to be getting paid every. Make sure, yeah, we supposed to get paid every week. We getting paid every week from UPS. So I'm just gonna take every one of my checks and give them to him to pay it off, and I should be back to square one in September. And the only issue is that I'm my daughter's birthday. I just feel like I'm not gonna be able to get her nothing because of the rent. But I feel like this: we need a place to stay. Like a birthday is a birthday. I could celebrate her birthday anytime, but I just ain't saying much because I want God to work it out. So I mean, it might all work out in my favor. I'm gonna try to go to this place Tuesday and see where they help me. I've been trying to call them. I've been trying to get help from churches. I've been trying to just get help ever since June. I've been trying to get help, but I'm gonna try. It's hard to get rental assistance from anywhere, so I'm gonna just try to. Cause if they can help me, I can get August myself. I just need help with getting the rest of July. But yeah, I'm gonna do what I have to do, and I hope they understand that. But I want to apply for this little loan thing, but I feel I'm scared to put. You gotta put $50 down, and then you start winning. It's like a trade, and you start gaining money. But I don't know how real it is. But I'm about to get off of here, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right.